Hey, it is Friday. We're wrapping up the week here on the Exchange, and you're going to have a fun day. Because we've got one of my favorite people, Justin Bowen, the magician, with us today. You're going to see some feats that will amaze the eye, entertain for sure. So stick with us. Also joined by Fritz the Night Owl, Marianne Michaels, and Charlie Evers. Before we get into it, though, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors, as today's episode of the Exchange is brought to you by the Ohio Neck and Back Pain Relief Centers, Scott M. Gray, D.C., across from the Marion Center between TSC and Kroger. Call 740-386-6580. Night Owl Theater, located on the net at fritzlives.com. For more info, email nightowltv@yahoo.com. Bucyrus Placemats. To put an ad in, call 419-562-8473. Located at 116 Wayne Avenue in Bucyrus. Also on the net at bucyrusplacemats.com. And we thank them all. And now, one last time this week, we head over to my buddy, Charlie Evers, for Fascinating Facts.
Well, they talk about something I mentioned earlier about the fact that steam locomotives disappeared from Marion around 1956. Back in 1948, I think it was, a train coming through Marion left the tracks in front of the depot and plowed into the depot restaurant.
Really?
And of course, that restaurant's been gone for a long, long time. Home of the finest pies in the world. People from the shovel used to eat at the depot restaurant. But when the train plowed through their front door, it also killed a man. And one of the only deaths, I think, that occurred in a derailment in Marion.
Now, didn't also a circus train crash into the Red Apple restaurant?
No, that was a semi-truck carrying elephants. And the driver fell asleep. And he plowed into the Red Apple restaurant. This was across from the radio station on North Main Street. He cut the building in half. And it was almost looking like a dollhouse. The bed was still made. And no one was sleeping in it, thank goodness. And it just cut the place in half.
And they've never rebuilt.
Never rebuilt. And I got to thinking, too, their restrooms were outside. They had to dynamite, actually, down through the limestone to make restrooms. Can you imagine a restaurant today? Say, well, you got to go outside. Oh, and an outhouse situation.
Is there any remnants of the Red Apple left?
No. Well, no, wait a minute. One of the waitresses, Rosie Davis, has worked at the Marion Center or Southland Mall for many, many years. And I think Rosie's still with us.
Oh, good. What's Rosie do out there?
She sweeps and cleans, and very faithful, good friend of mine. And I can still see her in her waitress's cap serving up meatloaf dinners.
There you go, the good old days.
Oh, $1.50.
$1.50, 1950,
Yeah.
55.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have anything to do, you don't have any doings going on, you don't need to get gussied up, you can stay home and watch a great movie recommended to you by a movie aficionado, Fritz the Night Owl with the flick pick.
Thank you, Scott. And tonight we have a fantasy thriller for you. It's a movie that a lot of people talk about, but hasn't really been seen on cable or so forth in a lot of years. The movie is called Westworld. It's from 1973. Westworld is the vacation park of the future, yours today, where you can live out your fantasies, courtesy Westworld. That is, if your fantasies involve your being a hero or a quick draw guy in the Old West. They have realistic looking robots that interact with the human visitors. And so they've got like saloon keepers and gunslingers and stagecoach drivers and gamblers and just all kinds of people, but they look real, but they are robots. Anyway, Richard Benjamin, who's usually in comedies, and James Brolin, who I think is married to Barbara Streisand, I'm not sure. Anyway, Richard Benjamin and James Brolin go to Westworld for a vacation. But due to a computer glitch, the robots go berserk. Particularly the gunslinger robot played by Yul Brynner. He quickly kills off James Brolin, and then for the rest of the movie, it's just the crazy gunslinger Yul Brynner chasing Richard Benjamin, who is always very, very good as just an average Joe on the block, regular bloke on the block, who's in way, way, way over his head. In this case, dealing with an inhuman killer. Yul Brynner is just superb as the gunslinging robot. He's austere, he's cruel, he's unflinching, he is frightening in every way, almost seems indestructible, and we're all pulling for Richard Benjamin. We don't think he's going to make it through the last reel. You'll have to figure that out. So if you're looking for chills, thrills, suspense, by all means, all expenses paid, visit Westworld.
Yul Brynner, the man who made the shaved head famous. Charlie?
That's right.
Yul Brynner did that.
He did.
He did. He's one of your favorite men, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, we know how much you like the shaved heads. A few years ago, I believe it was 2 or 3 years ago, I went to a program at the Palace Theater. Lights, Camera, Amateur. Saw a magician there. Blew me away. I've had him on radio with me, and Magic on Radio's a trick. And by the way, if you're listening to this on radio, you can catch this on YouTube if you type in The Exchange Marion, or go to our Facebook page, The Exchange Marion on Facebook, and you'll see the link to watch this if you're listening to it on radio. But he is so good. He is so amazing. I had to have him on this show. He is Justin Bowen. Justin, take it away.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks for having me again, by the way. This is, you've had me on radio, and now he's having me on TV, so it's great. Here, I'll know what I'll do. I got to stand up to do this. So, you like money, right, Scott?
I do.
You like money, Fritz?
Absolutely.
Stupid question, ain't it? Yes, it is.
There we go. Make it while you can.
I know, you're right. You're right. I'll do something here with some money. I got $1, 2, 3, 4, $5. You like the money, right?
Oh,
See the
definitely.
bills? Now, these are not fake trick
No, they're
bills
not.
or
They're
anything.
real.
You can even feel them if you want. I mean, that is a real $1 bill. I want you to watch these bills very closely. You can see them front and back. Yes, front and back?
Yep.
Watch these bills very closely. Nothing in the hands, nothing up the sleeves, besides my arms, of course. Watch these bills very, very closely. Hopefully the camera can see the bills very good. If you watch the bills very carefully, you'll see the instant that they do all change to fives. That's front and back. I'll even count them for you. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, $25.
Unreal.
Thank you very much. And that's why I don't have a job.
You don't need to.
No.
You can make your own money.
You're right. I can make my own money. So therefore, I'll
That's
show you.
wonderful.
Thank you. I used to do them to hundreds, but the government gets on me after a while
Oh,
and
do
says
they?
I'm making too much money, so I just do it to fives.
Sure.
I only do it when I need it. You know. You like cards?
Oh, I love
Fritz,
cards.
you like cards?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You ever seen a magician do a card trick before?
Oh, my brother-in-law does them all the time.
Really? You see, regular deck of cards,
Woo.
no tricks, nothing like that. I know, I got a lot of time on my hands to do
Wow.
stuff like this.
Oh,
Lot
I'm
of time.
impressed.
Look at that. Whoa.
Woo!
I'll do that again, just in case you like it.
Oh, I love it.
That's what 5 years of homeschooling gets you. Yeah. Here, we'll do this to Fritz. What I have here, you can see all the cards are different, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
What I'm going to do is, this is not really a card trick. You'll see what I mean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the cards like this. And anytime you like, I want you to touch one. Just touch. We're not going to pull it out. But make sure that it's a free choice. Like I didn't make you choose a card. I didn't
Right.
influence your choice. Any card you like, just touch one. Which one? The king of clubs?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Or do you want to change your
No,
mind?
that's fine.
Now that was a free choice, right?
Absolutely.
I didn't make you choose that king or anything like
Absolutely.
that. It's strange you touched the king of clubs. I'll tell you why it's strange. If you look out of all the cards, there was one card I wrote a message on the back of. On the back of one card, I wrote a message. Hopefully the camera can get this. I wrote a message on the back of one card. I wrote, "You will choose this card." Now that was the only card that I wrote that on. You can see that was the only card I wrote that on. He touched the king of clubs. Free choice, right, Fritz? Free choice. I wrote this before I even came here. He touched the king of clubs. Free choice. Very strange, because the card I wrote that on was the king of clubs.
Fantastic.
Figure that one out.
Gee.
Charlie, you got any answers?
No.
Oh, that is so neat. I wish my grandchildren were here. They would love
You know,
this.
kids love magic. We'll do this we'll do it again, Fritz, to you, Fritz. I'm gonna give you a card here. Take this one right here, 3 of spades. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you write your name across the face of that 3 of spades, just right across the face of it, if you would, please.
Fritz charges for autographs, by the
Yeah.
way.
Well, there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. One reason is so that you know this is your card, you know what I mean? So I could have another 3 of spades. I could, but I don't have one with his name on it. So no matter what, you know this is your card. That's the first reason. Second reason is to get a free autograph. That's the second reason. It does not rub off. That's a permanent Sharpie marker. Now, I'm gonna need your hand. Hold out your hand just like this. Perfect. Now he can see the card. Now you can see your name on the card. Now if you look on the back of a playing card, see how there's a white border around the card? What I want you to cover your hand over that white border. All the way, yeah, just like that. Perfect. Keep your hand tight too on the table. So therefore there's no way anyone can slip anything out. I'm gonna use the next card, which is the 9 of hearts. Watch this. If I take that 9 of hearts, put it on his hand, this is why I want him to keep it tight, because I can do this and I can get his card right out of his hand.
Whoa!
That's something.
You should have my card.
That's incredible.
Fantastic.
A lot of oohing and awing going on here. My goodness.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Let me move this chair back here a little bit.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is.
It's great. It's great.
Just
Blows my mind.
It's great. We'll do something else here for you. Still has his name on it, doesn't rub off. We're gonna put it back in the center of the deck and we're gonna shuffle it up like this. I'm trying to get this on camera there. Now that is a real shuffle, yes? That's not a fake
No,
phony
it's real.
shuffle.
It's the way I shuffle.
I'll even give it one of these little fancy cuts like that, just to show you that I have a lot of time on my hands. I mess with cards a lot, really I do. Can you see this okay?
I can see that just fine.
Now we mix the card in the deck, right, Fritz?
Right.
I'll show you it's not on top, not on the bottom. You sign your name across it, so therefore you know it's your card. But there's a secret move that I do. I'll show you the secret move. If I take that top card and I spin it right there in the middle, I get his card.
Okay.
Okay.
Made a believer out of me.
Boy, me too.
Now, it doesn't rub off. People think I rub the signature off. I put it on another card, you know, stuff like that. This is what we're going to do. Now, of course, it doesn't rub off, and I can't make a duplicate of your signature, of course. That would be a good trick, though, if I could. We're going to take the card. We're going to do it again. We're going to put it about halfway down. Now, I haven't done any moves, so therefore it's not on top and it's not on the bottom. It's not until I do that secret move again. I'll show you the secret move. This is what it looks like. That's the move. Brings it right back to the top.
Here we are.
I'll do it again for you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Because you weren't expecting that, so therefore I'll do it again. I'll put it about halfway down. Now, I haven't done any moves yet, have I, Mary? I have not done any moves. So therefore it shouldn't be on top, not even second from the top, or third from the top, or on the bottom. Not until I do that special move. I'll do it slow. That's it. I do it so fast you can't sing it come back to the top.
There we go.
Oh, but I'll make it even easier for you, okay? I'll make it easier for you. We'll leave the card sticking out like this, and I'll get rid of half the deck. I'm going to get rid of half the deck.
Okay.
His card goes in. I do the move like this. The card vanishes from the deck. It actually vanishes and jumps to over here.
Remind me not to play poker with you.
Yeah, I know.
My.
People on radio right now are going, what the heck is happening?
Oh, I know. Oh, it's
My
so
goodness.
It's nice that you've got the behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
you go to YouTube. You
You're
go to
right,
YouTube.
right. I'll do it. You know, I've been putting the card face down in the deck, right?
Right.
It would be easier if I put it in face up. You know,
Right.
if I put the card in face up and shuffle the deck, you would actually be able to see it if it was on top because it's face up, you know? Or if it's anywhere near the top, you would know it's near the top because it's face up. You see it's nowhere near the top, not on the bottom, nothing in the hand. If you watch carefully, you'll see the instant that it does travel straight to the top.
It's just amazing.
That is amazing.
I mean, it is.
I can do it again for you.
What do you say to that?
I say it's.
We were talking before, I guess the other show, best advice you ever got,
Yeah.
play cards
Yes,
with strangers.
exactly right.
You're right. I'll do something else for you again, okay? We're going to mix this card back in the deck, just like this. Make sure it's really nice and mixed up here. That is a fair shuffle. People think I do fake shuffles or whatever. This time you'll actually see it happen. I'll show you what I mean. I'll use the bottom card. Now the bottom card is the 5 of diamonds. That is not your card, or his card. That is not his card because there's no signature on the card. So it doesn't matter if he forgets the card. He knows it's his card because it has his name on it, you know. Watch closely. Don't blink, because if you blink, you'll see the instant that it does change right into his card.
Oh, boy.
It was right in front of your eyes.
It happens fast too. It happens fast. It happens fast. I'll do it again for you, okay?
Be positive, sure.
I'll do so. You know, this time, Fritz. Now it has his name on it. Yes, has his name on it. What we're going to do is we're going to take the card. Now watch this, Fritz. If you take the card, no, you. I'm going to let you push in the card. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to leave the card sticking out. See how it sticks out some like that? Go ahead, push it in for me. Yeah, just push it in. Perfect. If you watch close enough, you'll actually see, Mary, that it's actually vanished from the deck and jumped to the mouth.
Sure. Oh.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What name do you work under?
Yeah.
I mean, like the Amazing Kreskin.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't work on
Justin Bowen.
Justin Bowen.
Justin Bowen.
Justin Bowen is the name I work under.
Now tell me how
You
that
should
happened,
say
Mary.
Justin Bowen, Just Magic.
That could,
There you go.
whatever you want to call me. I'm called a lot of names.
Now, where did you learn all of this?
Lord, I learned all of it. You know, I've been doing this stuff for 8 years now. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 10 years old.
You look like you're 16.
I'm 18. Just turned 18 last month.
Mary,
Been
and
doing
the
this for 8
card
years.
was in his mouth. How did that happen?
I don't know. It's
I was
just
sitting here with you.
so-
Charlie, any ideas?
You know,
unbelievable.
now you know I'm cheating, right? You know I'm cheating.
Oh, yeah,
I am
sure.
cheating. I am cheating.
Uh-huh.
And really, like I said, this is not really magic. This is just sleight of hand. Is all this
I
is.
know, but
just
it's
sleight of hand.
wonderful.
You know, I'm doing special moves that most people don't know about, and I do it fast enough that no one can see how it's done.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you exactly one way how this is done. You're not going to believe this. I know you're not going to believe this. But if I mix in the card, I can tell exactly where the card is at. And that is because he wrote his name on it. When he writes his name on it, it actually makes the card heavier than all the rest.
Oh, who would know that?
You know, it's not by much, really. It's not by much. But it does make the card heavier because he put more ink on the card than what it normally had. Not by much, but when you don't have a life like me, you can feel exactly where that card is at. Really, you can. So it doesn't matter how much I shuffle this deck. I can shuffle the cards all day long. It makes no difference how much I shuffle the cards. I can tell exactly where this card is at. Like I said, it doesn't matter how much I shuffle it. I know exactly where the card is at, and it's not on top or anything. And I can prove it to you that I know exactly where the card is at. What I'm going to do is, like I said, it's all in the feel of the cards. It's the feel of the cards. I can feel the card that has a signature on it. The thing is, I'm actually going to drop the cards like this, and I'm going to pluck your card out of the pile as I drop them, and it's going to be your card. That's what it's going to look like. But it's going to happen so fast, okay? Like I said, you drop the cards, and I can pull one out, and it's their card.
There we go.
That is so neat.
Yep, yep.
But I can do it again for you, okay? I'll do it again. You know, people always ask me to do it again, so I'll do something else for you.
Okay.
His name's on it. Yes,
Right.
his name's on it. Put it back in the center. Like I said, I know exactly where the card is at, believe it or not. No matter how much we shuffle it, and you would agree these are real shuffles.
Yeah, and those are new cards.
Yes, these are new cards too. Like I said, the card is mixed in there somewhere. Now, it's not on top or anything, but see if I can actually take the deck like this, I can actually cut to the exact location of the card, flip it through the air, and right there it is.
Yes.
Amazing.
Holy mackerel.
It's
Flabbergasted. That's what this panel is.
How do we follow
Flabbergasted.
that?
How do you follow
Oh,
that?
my.
Justin, do you ever do private parties?
yes, I do private parties all the time. all
Great.
around.
That would be wonderful to have
does
you at a
one contact
party.
you?
How
Yeah.
does one contact me?
Yeah, you have a card?
I have a special piece of paper.
Because I think that would be
has
great.
information on it.
Well,
Would you like one?
absolutely.
Okay, sit down now. Can you
But
sit
tell-
down?
Yes, I could sit down right
Tell
now.
the
if you like.
people that it says sleight of hand.
Yes,
magician,
sleight of
Justin
hand,
Bowen,
sleight of hand
and the
magician.
telephone number and.
It is,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, 740-465-5231. Or email me at justinmagic740@hotmail.com.
Now, where did you go to school, Justin?
I'm homeschooled. I used to go to Ridgedale
Oh,
I used to go to Ridgedale, but from 7th grade all the way up to my senior year, homeschooled. So I get to do this stuff all day, you know?
That is so neat.
It is neat, you know, it is neat. So therefore, I can do some more if you like. I can-
Well, do
What's
we
the
have
time look
time?
like? What's the time look like? About 5 left? Go right ahead.
Okay, I'll do one.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
because
do
it's-
these two real quick. These are two
Okay.
quick ones here, or hopefully I can do them. Then these are two kings. Yes, two kings. These
Uh-huh.
are real kings. Like I said, I don't use a trick deck. People think I use trick cards all the time. This is just sleight of hand. You can see the
Okay.
cards, right, Scott?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna mix the card in one more time, and we're gonna shuffle it up. Remember, I know where it's at. Believe it or not. But I'm not gonna find the card. I'm not gonna find the card whatsoever. The kings are actually going to find the card. Now, there's nothing in between the two kings, right?
No.
There's a king of hearts and there's a king of spades. Watch this. If I take the two kings, all I have to do is riffle by the deck, and I can actually shoot a card over in between the two kings, and it's your card.
Oh, my. Oh, unbelievable.
Now, it has his name on it. I'll do one more. I always save this one to the last, and you'll see
Grand
why.
finale.
Yeah, grand
Brace
finale.
yourself.
I always do leave this one to the last, and it's because I really do love this one the most. I'm actually I'm going to need a marker. Now, you know how magicians have assistants, right? We're going to mix the card.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of magicians have assistants. You know, even the older magicians, they all have assistants. Now, I have an assistant, but the sad part is I have to draw her first. That's the sad part. I'll show you what I mean. This is my assistant right here. Hopefully the camera can get that smiley face on.
Yeah,
camera.
they have the eyes.
Yeah, the smiley face and everything like that.
Okay.
You can see her really good. She doesn't rub off now, does she? I can
No.
even try to draw that. Let me try to get my other marker here and see if I can try to trace her around. There we go. See if I can do it.
There
this
we
way.
go.
There we go. There we go. Now, like I said, she doesn't rub off. That's a permanent marker. Now, like I
Yeah.
said, she's not very attractive, but she will do the trick for me. I'll show you what I mean. She's on the back of the 4 diamonds.
Okay.
Like I said, does not rub off. But watch this. If I take that 4 diamonds and I rub her on the back of my hand, she pops off the 4, jumps over here. And I know it doesn't make any sense. She's on the, she's on the back of the 10 of hearts.
I don't understand.
Now she doesn't rub off. Make sure she does. Yeah, you can use does not rub off. She does not rub off at all. She's on the back of the 10 of hearts. Watch this. If I rub on the back of the 10, she pops off the 10, jumps over here.
Fantastic.
You know, I'll do something else. Watch. She's on the queen of clubs. She doesn't rub off, but watch this. Sometimes if you press hard enough, you can actually rub her right off the card. She's off the card, and I can place her right on the back of that card. I know. I can do it again for you. On the back of the 7 of clubs, like I said, you just press hard enough, you can rub her off. She's off the back of the 7 and put her right there. This time I can let you do it, okay, Mary?
No, I can't do that.
No, you trust me.
Needs an assistant.
Trust me.
Yes.
She's on the back of the 7, right? The
Okay.
7 of spades. Watch this. All I have to do is just rub her off. That's all I have to do. Rub her into a little ink ball. Hold on to her for me. She's holding onto you. Hold the hand over here. Hold her up really tight. People don't believe me, but she's off the back of the 7, and she's off the back of all these cards. She jumped from the card to card. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put your card, or the smiley face, you're going to put her in the deck. As I ruffle through, just toss her in the deck. You don't believe me that you did it, but I'll show that you did do it. There's one, oh, here it is, it's over here. See, there was one card that does have a smiley face on it, the one you did. It happens to be Fritz's card.
Incredible.
Astounding.
It is.
Yes.
I think his home teacher was Paul Newman from the State.
Oh, that was such a talent.
Thank you.
My goodness
Wow,
gracious.
wow, yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that. I
You
mean,
would
how do
be-
you follow that?
You would be such a hit at a party.
Yes, I do a lot of parties all over the place. Really, I do.
That's
all
neat.
over the place. I go through a lot of cards too.
What's
'cause
that
of
phone
signature.
number and email?
Yeah,
address?
give that again, Mary Ann.
The phone number is 740-465-5231. Email, you better read that because my,
Email is justinmagic740@hotmail.com.
Ooh, that was the echo you hear in here is everybody's mouth still dragging
I know,
the floor.
it's
The
bad.
jaws are on the floor. How much time do we have left in the program? 3 minutes. Okay, we are going to do you want to do another one?
Yeah, I can
Let's
do
do
that.
that. It's much better than anything I got.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The reason I'm doing this one is because my grandparents are the ones that really got me into magic. Him over there, he's a really one. So I'm going to do his favorite trick is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
This is his favorite trick. It just takes really quick. It uses the 4 queens is what it uses, the 4 queens. Now the faces of the cards does not matter. All that matters is that you have to pay attention if the cards are face up or face down is all you do. Now you can tell the queens are face up, yes?
Yes.
Now, a lot of people think that's an illusion, but the queens are face up. It's not a trick illusion.
Right.
And a lot of people think I do stuff and everything like that. So I'll even go through the cards and show you that they are face up. The queen of diamonds is face up. The queen of clubs is face up. The queen of hearts is face up. And the queen of spades. But when I do this move, I snap, I can actually cause one of them to turn face down. I'll do it again. You just snap and you cause 2 queens to turn face down. That's just 2. Watch it again. I'll even tell you the queen that turns face down. It's the queen of spades. Watch closely. I just snap. I can actually cause the queen of spades now to turn face down. Watch the queen of hearts. That's it. All 4 queens turn. Now now people wonder how the cards turn face down, you know. But see, that was actually the easy part. The hard part was turning them into the aces. That was the hard part, turning them into the aces. I switch them to the aces, and you can even check out the aces if you'd like. They do, in fact, change into real aces. And that's why no one plays poker with me.
I can
My
understand
goodness
that.
gracious.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Holy mackerel.
That was fun.
That is something else. You know what? You can contact us on the Facebook. I can't remember anything now. I'd never be any good at this. Facebook, Marion, on Facebook.com. The Exchange, Marion. What is it, Charlie? Help me out. Or get on YouTube.
You're on your own.
Yeah, YouTube, you can check this all out under The Exchange, Marion. Email us, irmcommunication@gmail.com. Maybe he can help you with the men with the shaved heads. What do you think?
That could be.
There you go. How beautiful are they?
I keep picturing a man with a shaved head jumping off a porch onto a clothesline with his feet spread apart, a perfect clothespin. Now picture that.
Did you check your head for wrinkles last week? Rivets, or what would you say, Marianne?
You mean as far as,
You said a man's head is nice as long as he has...
oh, as long as he has a nicely shaped head.
But he can't have any what in the back of
Oh,
it?
ripples.
Ripples. Right. See ya on Monday.